Hey everyone, danheilman here, and this is going to be another Summoner's Glory video. Today I am going to be doing a full guide on the arena. What equipment is good for the arena, what phantoms are good for the arena, and what enchantments are good for the arena. And I will show you some gameplay from both of my accounts, so a higher level account, this account right here, 184, and my free-to-play account, which is level 98. I will go through and show some arena battles, show what I'm using as phantoms, show, who I'm going to prioritize when I'm attacking enemies and other things like that. So stay tuned. This will be kind of a long video, so I will put timestamps down there if you want to skip around. Also, I am going to be giving away a free account takeover. So if you would like a chance to win that, go ahead, comment below, say you want an account takeover, and say what level your account is. And I will go through, I'll pick out a random viewer, and I will set up a time to do a stream. I will stream and go through the account. I'll give you any sort of support you need, recommendations on teams, recommendations on areas you should be working on, and so forth. So if you're interested in that, comment below. Also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go down, hit that subscribe button, and smash that like button. All right, let's move on. First of all, let's talk about equipment. So equipment's pretty important in the arena. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show some of the leaderboard here, some of the top players, show their gear, and kind of explain why they picked that gear and, why it's useful. All right, let's begin. Starko Gaming here up at the top. Let's look at his gear. So if I look at his gear, the first thing I notice is he has a lot of speed. So this substat here, speed plus 20, speed plus 30, speed plus 30, speed plus 20. He's got a lot of speed. So why you want speed is basically this is going to allow you to go first. So if you're using this weapon here, which is the Ice Dragon Saber, you have a high chance to freeze right here. They call it cold status in this. And you also reduce attack bar. So when you have this much speed, that means you get to go first. So you can be very strategic in who you attack. If you're in high arena, you're obviously going to want to play on manual. You're not going to use auto because you're going to want to choose who you're attacking and what abilities you're using. Especially, you're going to want to choose when you're using your enchantments. So hugely valuable to have that much speed on your gear. That means you get to go first. You get to choose someone to reduce their attack bar and have a high chance to freeze them. He also has some freeze chance on his gear, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So he has extra freeze chance on his gear as well. So he has a high chance to freeze and a guaranteed attack bar reduction or absorption. So very cool. That's why he's using that. One other very cool substat is this one right here. At the start of their turn, the character receives 3 enchantment energy. There's actually a couple very good enchantment substats that you can use, or extra stats they're called in this game. So this one's huge. You can really use your enchantments much faster than normal when you're using that. Let's take a look at Darwin here. We'll take a look at his gear. You see he has some reflect damage, which is cool. Every time he gets hit, he'll reflect some damage back. He has some chance to freeze. He has multiple chances to freeze on his gear. He has more speed, and he has some enchantment cost, which is useful here. More speed, more chance to freeze when hit, chance to freeze when dealing damage, more speed, more enchantment, and chance to bleed, more chance to stun, more speed, and more enchantment cooldown. And he's using the Scarlet Saber here. Also has speed on it. But what's cool about this one is you have this 4-hitter for the whole enemy team, big AoE attack, and you have this chance to land bleeds every time you hit. Couple that with the chance to freeze, chance to stun. So if you get to go first because you got all this speed, you get to attack the whole enemy team. You get to inflict bleeds, which causes them to take even more damage, and you get to stun and freeze. So very cool. Okay, so that's pretty much for equipment. Let's move on to phantoms. Let's talk about which phantoms are really strong in the arena and which can really help you climb up in the arena. So the first one I think that is extremely important is Sea Conqueror. Sea Conqueror has the highest chance, actually the most consistent, it's 100%, chance of absorbing all enemies' attack bars by 25%. So if you make her very fast, you can see I have 103 speed, and she also has a very high base speed. So if you can make her go first, obviously she's still going to go after your character, but first in terms of phantoms, she can go attack the enemy team and absorb the attack bar from the whole team. So that gives you a lot more time to set up your team, and it'll allow you to get extra turns before they have a turn. So very useful. Another one that's kind of broken, or used to be very broken and is now been pretty much fixed, but is still very strong in the arena, is Haley with Headcracker runes. I don't actually have a Haley built out. I'll show you who she is and what she does and why she's useful. So this ability right here attacks all enemies 3 times, deals magic damage, and absorbs the attack bar by 25%. So she is another phantom with a guaranteed attack bar absorb. Most of the other phantoms, they have a chance to absorb the attack bar. Not many have guaranteed. I think there's maybe only 3, Haley, Merlin, and Sea Conqueror. Merlin doesn't do the whole team, so I guess I probably shouldn't even count him. But the reason why she's broken is if she has Headcracker runes, every attack has a chance to proc them. So, you know, I think Headcracker is what, 25%? So that's that times 3. So she's very good at stunning. It used to be broken. This passive here used to allow her to get an extra turn, even on enemy turns. So it was like totally broken because she would just be taking a million turns, and this ability would stun everyone. So they have since fixed that, but she's still decently strong for arena. Another one I think is pretty strong is Goddess Zoe. I think she's strong in all content, but I think she's especially strong in the arena just because she hits super hard, she has the heals, and she also boosts everyone attack. So, you know, this ability here, giving everyone 25% increased attack, that works for everyone. That works for HP based, that works for attack based, and it works for magic based. So super strong. Another one that's strong is Ancaris. Not only does she hit super hard, she also has a heal. She doesn't need accuracy, so you can build her with resistance. Resistance isn't super useful yet. I hope they fix it. There is a new patch coming, hopefully next week, that's going to give some quality of life updates, but it may also give some arena updates. They've been kind of teasing that, so I hope they make the arena have better rewards, and it'd be really nice if they fixed resistance so it actually was useful. Anyways, besides the point. So why is she good? So this ability right here, 60% chance of summoning the golden sword, which basically reduces the damage she takes and immediately grants her a turn. So what's cool is she'll use this ability first to buff her physical attack, so it's very high, and then if she gets hit, she has this chance to just go immediately. And she does a lot of damage. So she's able to clear, if she doesn't end up getting stunned or CC'd and she's allowed to attack, she can do a lot of damage to the enemy team. Another good one, Merlin is who I use in my free-to-play. Dracula Eye, anyone who reduces or absorbs attack bar is also very useful in the arena. So, you know, if you can make your Merlin fast enough to go first, he's going to hit everyone, and each hit, you know, he has a 12 hitter, and each hit absorbs attack bar by 10%. So another guaranteed attack bar, but it's kind of RNG because you hit 12 people at random. Odds are you're probably going to hit everyone at least once, but doesn't always happen. So he's a good person to go first if you don't have a Sea Conqueror or don't want to use her or don't have a Haley, for example. So he's another option. Same with Dracula Eye. He has kind of similar abilities. So he also has attack bar on his A1, just like Merlin does. And he also has a you know, AoE type attack that absorbs attack bar. Again, oh, this is guaranteed. I thought it was a chance. Okay. So it also, but it only hits 3 enemies, so it will not hit the whole team. Obviously, there's 5 people on a team, so that's why I guess it's not guaranteed. So that's Phantoms. There's obviously some other good ones. A lot of people use Puppeteer as a debuffer to reduce everyone's magic and physical resistance. Some people will use Zeus so that they can get Paralyze up there to do more damage. So there's some good ones in here, definitely. I've been using Duke of Fate on my free-to-play, and he's pretty good. He hits hard, he's got the attack bar absorb, and he can put Confusion on, which is kind of cool in Arena, because then people can attack their own team, or even themselves, for example. So, pretty cool. And if you get Confusion on the enemy character, they can even use Enchantments and kill themselves. So, kind of interesting. Let's move on to Enchantments. What enchantments are useful? The 3 I think that are most useful are Titanic Might, Raging Fury, right here, and Mars Defense. So let me go through all 3 of those. So Titanic Might. This one is great early game for all contents of the game, but it's also really good in Arena because right here you're doing decent amount of damage to everyone. and you have this huge AoE stun. 65% chance of stunning it. I do have mine at level 2. That's that one. Let's talk about Raging Fury. So this one's interesting. Removes control effects from one ally and immediately grants them a turn, during which their attack power is increased by 50%. I do believe this attack power is both magic or physical. So basically you just, if someone's CC'd, you remove all control effects on them, they immediately get an extra turn. So you can use this right after they already used their turn and give them a huge buff, and then they can instantly go and do a lot of damage. So very cool enchantment, especially for Arena. Mars Defense is another very strong one. Increases all allies' physical attack by 60%. It's not physical damage. I've tested this recently. It also accounts for magic. So this tooltip is not correct. And it also gives crit damage. I do have level 2 here. So another very good Arena enchantment. Makes you hit very hard. Okay, so those are the top 3. Now let's talk about some other ones that are useful. Cleansing Rain can be situationally usable. If you're getting a lot of stuns from someone, you can save this, use this when your whole team's stunned. It'll just remove all the effects from your entire team. So that one's pretty cool. Absorbing Light is a decent one. If you're taking a lot of damage and you just need to restore everyone's health, it restores a good amount of health to your whole team. So that one's useful. Not as good as some of the other ones. And another one you could use is Curse of the Dead. So this one here deals magic damage equal to 100% of the caster's attack to all enemies and reduces damage from their next attack by 30%. So this is their entire team. So you're literally going to cripple their entire team for one turn. They're only going to do 70% of the normal damage. And it also allows them, it blocks a little bit of the healing. So that's useful if they have a Goddess Zoe on the team who's doing that crazy heal every turn, or some other stuff like that. And this one can be situationally usable as well. Let's move on to actually doing some Arena here, and I'll show you. So I'll show you this account, and then I'll show you my other account after this. So, all right. So I'm number 19. So there's some strong people here. So let's see here. Let me fight the higher standard. Oh, he's only got his one guy out here. All right, this will be fun. So he didn't land any stuns or freezes on me initially, so that's good. Oh, I have it on auto, which I don't want. This is only 1v1, so it's probably not a good. See, there's his. Here's his foot he just used to stun everyone. Oh, his puppeteer is such a monster. Such a monster. All right. God, his puppeteer is a monster. All right, let's try someone a little bit easier, just because I want to show you, my setup, what I do, and all that good stuff. So let me pick someone who's a little bit easier to fight against. Okay, so has the same exact team as me. That's funny. Left on auto again. Good thing. See, I was a lot faster. So what happened here is I was able to go first. So I was able to attack, reduce all of their attack bars, and then now I get to go again. So part of the reason why I like Goddess Zoe is just how hard she hits. So if you'll see how much damage I can do. There's no debuffs on the enemy team, anything like that. And look I got everyone down to, roughly half health. So now you have to make a decision. I can either buff myself and try to kill the team next turn, or I can just go right now. So I might just choose to use this right now and see if I can wipe out some people before they even have a chance. Yeah. So now they have no one left. All they have is their Ankaris left. And another person who hits very hard is Lord of Shadows. That's why I listed him as being one of the good Arena players, because he hits hard, he has the stuns. I mean, look at how hard he hit there. And he puts the unkillable on your team. So Lord of Shadows is very good for Arena. I love the team I'm using right here for Arena. So let's pick someone else who I can actually fight. All right, what do we got here? All right, so he's faster than me, so he gets to open up. All right, so it's my turn now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop their Sea Conqueror from going, because I don't want her to reduce the attack bar of my whole team. So I'm going to use my 2-hitter for my weapon on her, see if I can freeze her. Perfect. So I froze her. She's out of the game for a bit, and then now I get to use mine. So Sea Conqueror has a stun as well, so I'm going to pick someone who I think is also a threat here. I don't want Secret Dancer to run my whole team here, because she's, these are some high Evo teams here. So I want to be able to go through and beat them here. So let's get her out of the way. All right, no stun, so that's unfortunate, but I did reduce everyone's attack bar. Okay, let's use Zoe's big hit. See how much damage we can do. Okay, we did decent damage here. So I will buff myself. I'm going to wait because I don't know that I can wipe out that many people right here. And they have a puppeteer so they can resurrect. So I'm going to use my buff this time. This team's a little bit stronger, so I need to be able to clear a lot of their team to be able to be useful here. Okay, so I think he just cursed me, so that means I'm going to do less damage. But I'm going to use my stun now and see if I can stun some people on their team. So I got a stun on their character, and I was able to kill the Secret Dancer. I probably should have used my Mars defense before that. So right now there's only one person stunned, so I'm going to actually use my foot here to see if I can stun a couple other people. Not one stun. Wow, 70% chance I didn't get one person. Okay. We got Lord of Shadows again. I might just finish off the character. That means they can't use any enchants. Or I could try to finish Puppeteer. I think I'll just finish the character here. I don't want them to use any more enchants. Alright, so now... yeah, okay. So Resurrect, I guess that's fine too. Alright, so now there's a heal on him. And we got some low people here. So now it's my turn. I get to freeze someone, most likely, is what I'm going to do here. Who do I want to freeze? So if I attack Ancaris, I'm worried that she'll proc and get her instant turn. So I don't want to attack her. I could probably freeze Puppeteer, or I could try to freeze... I'll probably go for Puppeteer. So let's see. Attack bar, no freeze. They are all 0 on the attack bar, so I couldn't really do any of that anyways. What I'm going to do now is... I'll use my Mars defense. It lasts 2 turns. So now what I can do is I'm going to try to finish off Sea Conqueror here. So I'm going to put some damage in on her. That also puts the debuff on her. So she got another turn. Great. I'm going to debuff Puppeteer as well now. So now I get another turn. All right. I'm still, again, scared to attack their Ancaris because I don't want to proc the extra turn here. So I'm going to now debuff their character. So now these guys will all take extra damage here. Again, I'm going to avoid Ancaris for now. My Ancaris is very fast. So as you can see, my Ancaris is going to go before theirs. So I'm hoping that my Ancaris can wipe out a lot of their team before her Ancaris even has their Ancaris even has a chance to attack here. So let's finish off Sea Conqueror here. Alright, so now it's my turn. I'm going to use my Ancaris, and I'm gonna attack first on Puppeteer because I really want to get Puppeteer down. So I had Unkillable. So again, this shows the power of Lord of Shadows. My character and my Ancaris would have died, but since I had Lord of Shadows, now there's no problem for me beating this team. And this team had a lot higher power, a lot more Evo than me, and I beat them pretty easily. So, goes to show that definitely it matters, you know, what you're using, your team composition, and who you're targeting. So that was Suicide, who's much higher than me. He's got 1.2 million power. I only have 820,000. So I was able to easily beat him in Arena. Okay, so that's that. Let me open up my other account and show you some lower level battles. All right, so I'm 200, and let me fight someone, you know, roughly the same power as me. Let's try this person right here. I'm pretty slow, so I might get wrecked here. All right, so it's my turn now. Who do I want to take out of the game? So my team will end up going first. You can see that I'm higher for my Zeus, my Merlin, and my Sea Warrior here than their team is. So I got to figure out who I want to take out of the team. I think I'm going to either go for Merlin or Lord of Shadows. Let me do Lord of Shadows. I don't want him getting that unkillable at anyone, and I don't want him to stun my whole team. Alright, so now it's my turn on my Merlin. He's going to reduce attack bar or absorb attack bar for their team. So let's see if I can get a couple hits on them. Wow, he did a lot of damage too. Okay. Alright, so Zeus is good. He's going to put some paralyze on them, which will slow them and cause them to take more damage. So he landed on all 3. I'm going to use my enchant just for fun here. Oh, apparently I clicked twice and used his ability that I did not want to. Alright, so now I'm going to try to freeze Merlin. I don't want him from going. Alright, we got... I'm frozen now. All right, so he has attack bar reduction on his A1 as well. So I, again, don't want... I'm just going to try to push back, again, Merlin, because I don't want him to get that 12 hitter off. It hits hard. Back to Zeus. Let's see if I can do some damage here. Boom. Okay. So now we can finish it off. All right, so because I was faster, I was able to win. It really is the name of the game, right? Speed is the name of the game for Arena. We'll finish out here. That's that. Okay. Okay, that is everything about Arena. That's an entire guide on equipment, phantoms, and enchantments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go down, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and comment below if you want to get in on that account takeover. So, all right, hope you enjoyed the video. See you, everyone. Bye.